2,000 fewer African American teachers in Chicago public schools last school year than 6 years prior. If these were your children who were strip searched, there would be hell to pay for this.
You are threatening the innovative and effective programs and partnerships that our schools have built up.
Is about the outsourcing of public education.
I have come here today to ask for a moratorium on opening any new charter, contract, or turnaround schools in the city of Chicago.
Instead of bringing us headhunters and attacking teachers and degrading students, bring us some mentoring. Instead of investing in these other schools, invest in our schools.
Bethune met all three of the turnaround criteria. The school has low test scores. These scores are consistently low across subject areas, and these scores have remained low over the past 3 years. The actions outlined in this proposal will satisfy the board's obligations under any current students or any new students eligible to attend Bethune as of the 2009-2010 school year. Thank you, Mr. Hearing Officer. This concludes my statement.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Diana Matthews, D-I-A-N-A-M-A-T-T-H-E-W-S, and I'm the Director of Policy for Turnaround Performance and Professional Development Schools in the Office of New Schools. This evening I'm here to provide information on the process for evaluating proposals for the future operation of Bethune Elementary School if the Board of Education votes to reconstitute Bethune. For reference, I wish to provide some general information on our evaluation process and the particular proposal under consideration. In accordance with the Board's Renaissance Schools policy, the Office of New Schools produces requests for proposals, or RFPs, to operate Renaissance 2010 schools, recruits qualified school operators to respond to the RFP, evaluates applications submitted in response to the RFP, and makes recommendations to the Chief Executive Officer on opening new Renaissance schools, including turnaround schools, subject to subsequent board approval. In Chicago, we are fortunate to have several school operators that have developed unique school models and have successfully opened multiple school campuses with that model. One such school operator is the Academy for Urban School Leadership, or AUSL, a nonprofit organization which has a dual mission of, 1, improving student achievement in CPS by preparing and retaining Chicago's next generation of exceptionally effective teachers and school leaders, and 2, transforming chronically failing schools into schools of excellence by opening and managing turnaround schools, capitalizing on the pipeline of AUSL trained teachers. Turnaround schools are schools in which all the students are eligible to continue attending the school, but the staff and administration of the school are changed. In October 2008, AUSL was pre-approved to provide turnaround services to schools that the board votes to reconstitute, and is already providing these turnaround services in 5 schools: the Sherman School of Excellence, the Harvard School of Excellence, the Morton School of Excellence, the Howe School of Excellence, and the Orr Academy. In the spring of 2008, the Office of New Schools issued an RFP with a section that included an evaluation process for school operators experienced in implementing successful school turnarounds. Qualified operators were invited to submit proposals to begin management of turnaround schools in the 2009-2010 school year. Last summer, the comprehensive proposal submitted by AUSL in response to the turnaround section of the RFP underwent a rigorous review process by a panel of education experts. The result of this intensive vetting process is that the Office of New Schools recommended AUSL to take over the management of additional turnaround schools in the 2009-2010 school year. AUSL currently manages 8 elementary schools, 4 of which are turnaround, and 3 high schools, 1 of which is a turnaround. At 6 of these schools, AUSL runs a unique teacher training academy program in which teacher residents working towards graduate level degrees in teaching are paired with master teacher mentors for a full year. The program combines rigorous teaching theory with hands-on practice to develop individuals with the skills to teach successfully in the diverse urban communities of Chicago Public Schools. AUSL recruits high-performing, experienced teachers, many of whom are nationally board certified and Golden Apple Award winning, to teach in the schools managed by AUSL and to serve as the mentors and coaches of the teacher residents. CPS students benefit from the focus on high-quality instruction and having an additional adult in the classroom. As a turnaround school, Bethune would remain a CPS neighborhood school with an attendance boundary serving CPS students in its community. All the current Bethune students will be eligible to return, while new staff and administration are selected by AUSL to run the school. If approved by the board, AUSL would be contracted to implement the turnaround strategy and manage the day-to-day operations of the school. The teachers at the CPS performance schools that AUSL currently manages are all certified teachers employed by the Chicago Public Schools. The schools operate pursuant to the terms of the Board of Education Chicago Teachers Union bargaining agreement. This would be the case of the reconstituted Bethune as well. If the board votes to reconstitute Bethune Elementary School, the Office of New Schools recommends that AUSL manage the turnaround process at the school for the following reasons. Number one, as previously mentioned, AUSL is successfully managing 5 turnaround schools. Sherman Elementary was reconstituted in 2006. Since then, Sherman has experienced an 11.3 percentage point improvement in the percent of students meeting or exceeding state standards, which is almost double the district improvement over the same time period. The Harvard School of Excellence was reconstituted in 2007, and in 2008, just 1 year after being turned around, Harvard had an ISAT test score improvement of 8.3 percentage points, compared to a district improvement of 3.7 percentage points. The Howe School of Excellence, the Morton School of Excellence, and the Orr Academy are all currently in the first year of management by AUSL. Number 2, AUSL has a strong school model based on high expectations for students, robust leadership, a strong teacher pipeline, grassroots outreach experience, and the ability to leverage outside resources to support the school. Their experience in developing master teachers and supporting new teachers is also a key part of their school model and will be instrumental in managing a turnaround school. Number 3, having been approved to implement the turnarounds at Sherman, Harvard, Morton, Howe, and the small high schools that formerly occupied the Orr campus, AUSL is familiar with the turnaround process and has a proven record of accomplishment. The Office of New Schools will convene a separate public hearing to accept public comment solely on AUSL's proposed management of Bethune Elementary School prior to the Chief Executive Officer making a recommendation to the Board of Education. That hearing will be held on February 9th at 6 p.m. at the Chalmers Elementary School at 2745 West Roosevelt Road. Thank you, Mr. Hearing Officer. This concludes my statement.
Okay, why don't we start with the testimony for public comment. Diane Jackson, please join us. State your name and spell it for the record for the court reporter. Malika Mask is also going to be testifying next.
Good evening. My name is Diane Jackson, DIANNE JACKSON. To Mr. Hernandez, to area and central office staff, good evening. I am Diane Jackson, as I stated, principal of Mary McLeod Bethune Elementary School. I've been interim principal since July of 2007. I'm here to petition with you, to plead with you, and to beseech you not to continue in your process of making Bethune a turnaround school, beginning with the 2009-2010 school year. Over the past 5 years, Bethune has had 4 different administrative changes. That's a lot of turnaround for a school that's already struggling, and almost impossible for our students to have some consistency that they need to achieve. Each new administrator brings about its own turnaround of sorts for the school. With new teachers, new goals, new procedures, new adjustments, there's been a lot of inconsistency for Bethune. I would agree, and the data supports that Bethune's scores are not where they should be. They are not where we would like them to be. But it is also equally clear that before students are able to focus on reading and writing and mathematics, there are some other needs that they have to be dealt with. Our students are in a situation where there's violence every day. There's the issue of stable homes, there's food issues, kids come to school without proper clothing. All of those basic needs that interfere with learning have to be addressed before we can totally focus on the process of reading, writing, and mathematics. And we've done that over the last year. If you search the intangible record of those things that Bethune has accomplished over the past years, we have embraced the 5 fundamentals of school success from CPS and began our endeavors to move our students toward that successful scoring level that they need. The Consortium on School Research supports the 5 fundamentals, and they also support the fact that consistency is the key to improvement. We are asking that Bethune has a chance for that consistency with the positive changes that have been implemented over the last year and a half.
My name is Malika Mask, M-A-L-I-K-A, M-A-S-K. Good evening, I'm a teacher at Bethune Elementary School, and within my 3.5 years at Bethune, we have seen 3 different principals and seen many staff members come and go. With the current administration, I am finally seeing improvements in discipline and school procedures. In no way are we perfect, but we are making changes, and in time, I know we will see significant results. Parents are more involved. They're helping to monitor the halls, lunchrooms, and they're in some classrooms. Students are being rewarded for positive behavior and are given early morning detentions to combat negative behavior. I personally cannot speak for ISAT testing grades because my experience is with pre-K and kindergarten, but I have seen my students' DIBEL scores soar from the beginning of the school year to the middle of the school year. I am confident that the solid foundation they're receiving in pre-K and kindergarten will show through as they reach those critical testing grades. It's important these students have consistency in their schooling, and I'm saddened to think of what would it be like for them to come back next year to a new administration and a new staff. Please allow us the opportunity to turn around our school, and don't punish us for old administration's mistakes. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Janet Redmond, J-A-N-E-T-R-E-D-M-O-N. I'm a teacher at Bethune Elementary School, and this is my 4th year teaching. During this time, I have seen a lot of changes. I have worked with 3 different principals and 3 different assistant principals. I have seen my students confused and upset when these changes occurred. I do not want to see my students go through this again. When I first started teaching, I had 16 students in my 2nd grade class. All of the classes were about this size. When the ISAT test results came back, proof of the difference that smaller size classes can make was apparent. Our scores increased dramatically. Unfortunately, the budget was cut this same year, and I saw 11 new amazing teachers lose their jobs. Now, there are more than 30 students in each class.
My name is Sheila Oliver. I am the parent volunteer at Bethune School.
Can you spell your name for the record, please?
Capital S-H-E-L-I-A. Last name O-L-I-V-E-R. I started at Bethune School. My daughter was 5. She's 30 now. I've been a parent volunteer there since my kids graduated from there, from preschool to high school to college. Never missed a day of school, perfect continued 12 straight years. I came every day. I've been at the school since Mr. Cooper was the principal. Dr. Fress, Miss Stockstill, Miss Davis, and I was there with the Dr. Jackson came in the door. I've seen a big change in the school. She only been there a year and a half, but I've seen so many different programs. I see the attendance. I be there every day. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow. Never miss a day. Perfect attendance. I was there when they gave the parents stipend. They cut it out in 2 years. But it wasn't about the money for me. It was the children. I don't have any kids at Bethune School, but I still go every day. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow. To help any kind of way I can. Lunchroom, hallway monitor. If a teacher has to go to the bathroom or something, I'm there. I hate to see these kids go through this again. And Dr. Jackson should be accountable for what happened 8 years ago because she only been there a year and a half, and it's a big change in those children.
Hi, my name is Ardley Lee. That's spelled A-R-D-L-E-E-L-E-E. I just wanted to say tonight that I am so tired. I have been at Bethune for 20 years. The last 8 years, your probation, as you called it, You send out letters to our parents in the school and tell them, oh, take your kid to the other school because Bethune is a family school. You know, so they take their kids somewhere else. We have the best pre-K kindergarten program there. By the time our kids reach 3rd grade, guess what? This weekend, turn around, I'm tired. 7 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock in the evening, I am there 6 days a week, giving all that I got to give. And I'm tired. I am tired of fighting you all. If you want to turn Bethune around, this is what you do. Reduce class size. 35 students in a room. Yes. Calvin got 2 teachers in that classroom. We got 1 teacher to 35 kids in the classroom. Give us some money. We can turn around. Yes. I know we can turn around. Give us the money. That's all we need is some money. Give us some staff to work with. We had teachers to come to our school that with the credentials that we need to teach our kids. Oh, Bethune is a turnaround school. I'm not going there. You keep blackmailing us. You do everything that you can possibly do to pull us down. But you know what? We're going to be all right.
That's right.
Hi, my name is Norma Redmond, Normaredmond. I have my speech all prepared, but it's the same speech that you just heard. So I'm going to change the topic for a moment, and my topic is concerning the notice from AUSL concerning the proposed turnaround of Bethune Elementary School. My question is, why are they holding the meetings at Chalmers Elementary School, which is not a school in our community? If AUSL know, they would know that no one in our community is going to cross California to attend a meeting at Chalmers. We have Pleasant Road, Mount Baptist Church across the street. We have Kelman, we have Jensen. If AUSL was concerned about our community and our kids, they would know no one is coming to Chalmers for a meeting concerning Bethune School. As a matter of fact, Bethune School will open their doors to AUSL for a proposed meeting. Or is it that AUSL has the same opinion of our community that the board has? Our opinion does not count.
Good evening, Wanda Hopkins again, WANDAHOPKINS. I am the Assistant Director for Parents United for Responsible Education. Clearly, after hearing all this testimony, Mr. Hernandez, it would be almost to your best interest not to make that recommendation based on the information alone. First of all, Bethune has a brand new principal. Educators, and I shouldn't name them, but have said to me when we started school reform back in the 1990s that, Wanda, it takes 5 good years for a principal to turn a school around. That's what they told us, because they didn't want us to bring a principal in for 4 years and get rid of them. So that if they're saying it takes 5 good years, how dare you, CEO Arnie Duncan, on your way to Washington, or the current CEO, make the recommendation for us Bethune's to be turned around. Last year, Bethune had some struggles, but they just talked about the reasons why there was a struggling of test scores of the last 8 years because of all the different administration. At Sherman, at one of your AUSL schools, never had the struggle that Bethune had, but yet they still contained a level of academics almost about 2 to 4% less than Sherman. I say to you, why would you turn us around with AUSL? They don't have the data to support. You may not want to acknowledge what Derek said, but yes, some wrong information has been given by Ms. Reynolds, and we'll bring that to another level on another day. Mr. Hernandez, this is 4 schools out of North Lawndale seem to be earmarked for closing. It's not by accident, ladies and gentlemen. There's undertaking of a major makeover, gentrification going on in North Lawndale. Well, the mayor of this great city is Chicago Public Schools would go because the haves will soon take over. I say to you, Mr. Hernandez, little black girls and little black boys and little Hispanic girls and little Hispanic boys are being affected like you and me. Mr. Hernandez.
Ma'am, your time is up. Thank you.
Let me say this. I've been fighting for children for 30 years. If this board gives me more than 2 minutes, surely this hearing will give me more than 2 minutes. So I acknowledge the fact that my time is up, but I'm not finished. I say to you, Mr. Hernandez, that Bethune is a poor community. Bethune has children who are struggling in the community. And when you turn them around, you just said to them, I no longer care about poor children. And I say to you, Mr. Hernandez, that the recommendation should come saying, like the principal and all of them before me said, the turnaround has already occurred. All you have to do is have an even playing field. Give us the same support that you've given Sherman with the teachers and staff that you have on place, and I guarantee you the test scores will be different. Thank you very much.
My name is Eric Skelner, E-R-I-C, S-K-A-L-I-N-D-E-R. Ms. Hopkins mentioned the resources that are available to Sherman. Bethune schools receive 19% of CPS building renovation funds, but only 4% of students attend these schools. It's a pretty dramatic inequity. Turnaround teachers receive enhanced professional development opportunities, additional mentoring, and engage in partnerships with the Erickson Institute and other organizations. And obviously, Bethune has taken their own steps to meet the professional development of their teachers. Bethune schools get repairs completed or funded before traditional schools. Traditional schools have been so neglected by CPS that the ones that are not being turned around cost twice as much to renovate compared to the Bethune schools. Bethune schools also received $500,000 in startup funds for 2 years. Bethune deserves these same resources. Equitable resources, even more, perhaps. I don't know Bethune, but listening to that testimony, it is powerful tonight. The changes that have taken place in the last 18 months. The support for their principal is incredible. I thought I had a fabulous principal. I want to come teach for you all. I'm a national board certified teacher. Maybe you'll take me up on that instead. Mr. Harris was correct. Student mobility has a severe negative impact on student achievement. But it's not just the students that are mobile, and it's not just students that move. It's the disruption when all of their teachers are removed. That's mobility, that's disruption. But it's not just those students. Students that are coming into that building from other schools that are being turned around or closed or phased out. That slows down curriculum and limits the progress of the students that are already there. Every non-promotional change damages academic achievement for students. And the Board of Education is really not asking the parents and teachers at Bethune to make that sacrifice for the Chicago Public Schools. They're instructing them because some 99% of these proposals are approved anyway.
Please conclude.
Last comment I want to make is that if you take the board's own criteria for turning around schools, the model that they have exhibited as what they want to do with AUSL through Sherman doesn't hold up. Sherman's test scores are 0.5% better than Bethune this year. By the board's own criteria, they should be turning around their own turnaround schools, but they're not.
Sir, your time is up.
All schools deserve it. All families, all schools, all students, all communities deserve equitable funding, resources, and support. Thank you.